When you have a look at the front of these four-wheel drives now, they're so full of everything with bull bars and LEDs and what have you. Whether they're legal or not could be another story. But just hiding behind all this stuff, if we move up a little bit, is something that plays a really important role in tuning your diesel, and that's getting air to your intercooler. If we go again back down here, and even if we move sort of right out, run sort of level, there's so much turbulence, not funny. Not only that, if we have a look at the size of the scoop, factory scoops are really small. They're certainly not very big. You'll notice a lot of manufacturers now are going for front-mounted intercoolers. Probably just as an example, if we get our old broken light and we go, yep, that's about as big as that hole there, we'll lift the bonnet up and we'll just have a bit of a look, just so it's all logic. So here we are under the bonnet. We've got an actual massive intercooler. This guy's put on a really big aftermarket one. And there's your hole there, but just bring that light back into contention again. That's actually how big the hole is in the scoop. So how on earth are we going to get enough air in through that scoop to actually cool this intercooler? It ain't going to happen. And so that's why really when we look at it, top-mounted intercoolers are certainly secondary to front. But if they're going to be on the top, they have to have a fan. This particular one doesn't actually have a fan underneath it, and it may be part of his problem. We'll have a look at that. But definitely when we talk about intercooler scoops and the size of them, we'll get that out of there again. You can see it's a massive intercooler. We pull this bonnet back down again, and as we can see, we've got a tiny scoop. Even if we doubled the size of that scoop, it's not really going to help much. If we look at aviation and we see what happens when planes come into landing, they talk about sort of airspeed, etc., etc. Well, there's loads of turbulence, etc. on this bonnet. And in fact, at sort of ground level, there's no airflow. And as we slowly move up, we get a little bit more. But by the time we take all this turbulence and even the natural turbulence coming off here, next time you're in wet weather, have a look at the water droplets that are on your bonnet. They're hardly moving. There really is next to no flow. So I'm a big believer, if you're going to have a top-mounted intercooler, it definitely needs to have a fan system on it. And you've seen some of those upgrades we've done on the Land Cruiser V870s. Well, certainly it's something that really works very well. But again, it's a real afterthought by manufacturers putting on top-mounted coolers. Certainly they might work well when they've got fans, and it's something you've really got to have a think about. So pretty logical. There it is. We'll chuck the little old workshop light up again just for last checks. That's the size of the hole that's in the intercooler scoop, and it's supposed to be feeding this intercooler with lots of air. I don't think so. So anyway, there's just a bit of more information about intercooling. You can certainly keep watching our Facebook, or you can go to berrimadiesel.com for more information there as well.